A Florida deputy stops a swerving driver, but what starts as a DUI check turns into defiance, resistance, and a desperate call for help.
Hi.
Hi, Deputy Schwartz, Sheriff's Office. Reach for a stop because we're all over the road back there. Kind of cut. Yeah, kind of cut right across the center. You okay? Okay. License, registration, proof of insurance.
I don't have insurance. I do have insurance, but I don't think I have. I never really got the
So we'll talk more about it.
thing. Yeah.
All right, hang on in the car for me. Stay in the car for me. I'll be right back. All right, Miss Alexa. Do me a favor. Step out of the car for me.
A Florida deputy pulls over a woman for swerving over the lane lines. She appears disoriented and cannot provide insurance paperwork. The deputy begins a DUI investigation, asking her to step out of the vehicle, but she becomes defensive and suggests calling someone for a ride, which the deputy refuses, stating she must prove she's safe to drive.
For use of standardized field sobriety tests, I want you to show me you're able to operate a motor vehicle without impairment. You understand?
I did it right now. What if I got a ride?
No. You can't call a ride. We're not calling an Uber. We're not doing anything. You're driving your car. I want to make sure that you're able to get in your car and drive home.
Well, what if I got a ride home?
No. We're not leaving your car here. You're in your vehicle.
Why?
And I have to make sure you're safe enough to drive in your current condition. Okay? Because you were driving when I made contact with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I got a ride home? Like, what if what if I park my car and then my mom?
No,
Or, like, why anyone came and got me?
not an option.
Well, I don't know why. Like, was it me swerving or something? And
Yeah.
you pulled me over?
Leaving your lane, driving completely over the center lane of travel. Are you on your phone? Is there something to explain?
I don't know why you think I'm like drinking. Like, I don't know.
Well, I can smell alcohol come from your breath even if you're standing here outside of the vehicle. Okay?
I mean, I'm drunk though.
What's that for? Well, I don't know. And it's my job to make sure you're not impaired before you get in your car and drive home from here.
I'm not gonna drive from there. Why can't my mom come and get me
Not
then?
an option. It's you drive home or you don't drive home.
Why? Why can't mom come and get me?
It's not an option. Okay?
Why?
Because you're an operator of a motor vehicle and you were driving.
But I'm not gonna drive.
You were driving
though,
a
but I'm
car in
not-
this condition. You were driving a car in this condition. Okay, so it's already, like I said, we're not calling anybody. We're not calling an Uber. You're not
All right.
calling for a ride.
All right, let's do it then.
Okay, so you want to
Can
participate?
you tell my mom first? So can I call her and tell her?
No, you're not calling.
Why?
Anybody. Because you are an adult. Okay, and you were driving a car, and I'm going to make sure you're able to drive a car safely home.
But I still live at home though, so like, why can't I call her and tell her that yeah, I am doing this?
You're not
Why
calling.
can't she be here though? Why? Why?
We're going to go ahead and move on. Okay. Right now, are you sick or injured?
No, I'm not. But I can't call my mom and tell
No,
her.
you cannot call anybody. You cannot make any phone calls right
I'm
now.
not trying to come get me. I'm just trying to come be here.
No. Are you diabetic? Do
Can
you
I
take
ask why?
insulin?
Can I ask why?
Because you're an adult and you're driving a car, and we're not calling. This isn't phone a friend. This isn't call for a ride.
I'm not calling her for a ride.
Now,
I'm just
right
telling
now,
her to call her
you're,
to, like, tell her like they like. To
I'm
be here
conducting a
and this and that.
DUI investigation, and I want to make sure that
Okay,
you're safe
yeah,
to drive
I
home.
understand,
And I don't need
but-
your mom here. Okay? You're an adult, okay? But that is not an option right now.
But I still am 20 years old though, and it still matters.
Okay. We're not calling anybody.
The woman keeps insisting on calling her mother, despite the deputy explaining that, as an adult, she's solely responsible. She continues arguing, seeming confused and emotional, while the deputy prepares her for standardized field sobriety tests. A second officer arrives to assist.
Okay. For this first one, if we come back here, Alexa, we're going to stay right here. We're staying right
Why
here.
is it trivial though? Why is it trivial?
Because everything's being audio and video recorded, okay? And it's our policy to have two officers.
But yeah.
It's our policy to have two officers present while we're doing a DUI investigation, okay?
Can you call my mom?
No, not an option. Stay over there,
And you need to step away.
okay? So I need you to stand here and face me if you'd like to participate. Okay, we're gonna stand right here.
Mom, why can't you be here? Like,
Because it is not an option. I've explained to you that you're an adult and I'm conducting an investigation. You're impeding my investigation.
Why can't I have her?
But I've explained to you numerous times that it's not an option. I'm not calling your mother. If he wants to call your mom, that's fine. But if she shows up here, I'm going to do the same thing I just told her to do. Stay away from us, okay? Because she is not a part of this. It's between me and you, okay? So you can stand right here and face me. We're going to stand with our feet together and our toes and our heels together, just like that, okay? Can you see the red tip of my finger right here?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to follow with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? It's going to move side to side. We're just going to follow with our eyes. Do you understand?
As the deputy begins field sobriety tests, the woman questions the process and complains about the lack of a proper line. She's offered multiple options, including a visible yellow line and an imaginary one. She continues challenging the instructions and expresses mistrust, but eventually begins the test.
You did that many times? Yep. Other times?
Okay. We're getting there.
I've been with like people before who, I've been arrested for time, so I think I know how it works. Like, I think it's just now.
Just keep following with your eyes or eyes only. It's going to go up and down now, okay?
Does it last this long?
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yep.
I don't remember being this long.
Well, we're not trained in DUI investigations.
Well, I mean, I've been through a DUI,
okay, that doesn't mean you're trained in DUI.
You
are arguing with me.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying I've been through this, so.
Do you see the stimulus, the red tip of my finger?
Because sometimes cops fuck with people, and like they shouldn't. I'm just saying, like they do, like they have power over like other shit. Like it's not.
Okay. Would you like to continue?
I'm just saying. So I'm not saying you. I'm just saying like there's like cops who like maybe have power over like other shit, and it's not worth it. So.
Okay. You see the red tip of this?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna follow. It's gonna go up and down now. Okay.
The woman clumsily performs the walk and turn test and complains it's unfair. The deputy gives detailed instructions for the finger-to-nose test. She protests again, claiming she's never seen this part of the test before. Despite demonstrations, she appears confused and reluctant to fully comply.
Yeah, good, pass, right, pass? Okay.
No,
Next one?
we're gonna continue, okay?
Okay, we'll continue. Can I call my mom now?
No.
Why? Why?
I've told you numerous times you're not calling.
Why? Why though?
You're an adult.
Why?
You're an adult, and she is not going to be present for this, okay? So we're going to continue, okay? We don't really have a line to work with for the parking lot, unless you want to relocate over there.
Well, what's the normal line that it's supposed to be on though?
Well, we work with what we're given, okay? And we're in a business.
Work what you're given. Work what you're given.
I pulled you over at a gas station. There's no lines in our immediate area. We can relocate over there.
What's the normal line though? Like a straight line? You can go in the street.
I would not like to go on the street. I'd
Why
like to go
not?
right there. There's a yellow line right there.
I can't go on the street though.
It's not safe.
That's a standard line though.
Well, that's a standard
anyone
line.
on anything. Y'all will get anyone for any little thing they fuck up on. Y'all get them for that. So let's go on the street then, because I don't care about
We could use an imaginary line right here as well. Are you okay with that?
Well, no, actually we can do imaginary line, because then y'all are gonna, no, we can't do that.
I'm gonna have you stand where you were.
No, we can't do that. It's not a line. It's not a line. Don't. And one little step off, you're gonna be like, oh.
Okay. Would you like to move on?
A normal line.
Okay, we're not gonna.
I'm like.
I hope that we don't. I hope we're not at an impasse here. We have a solid yellow line right there. It's nice and straight. It's about the width that we need. Okay. Or we can use an imaginary line right here.
It's not the same as that. It's not the same. It's not the same as that line though on the street though.
Okay. Well, we don't have to use a line on the street. Okay?
But if I still fucked up on that line, you can take me to jail. I'm not dumb. I've been through this. I've been through this dumbass shit.
Would you like to continue or like to move on to another
line?
We're not going out into the street. Okay, we're going to go out. We can either use this yellow line right there, or we can use one of these yellow lines right here. What would you rather?
Why? That's the normal line you do it on now.
Or we can use an imaginary line right here. See, right here, I've given you 3 options. Okay,
what's the imaginary line?
Imaginary line is a line
about
the width of your foot. Okay, well, I'm going to have you stand. I'm not going to abbreviate this, okay?
I'm slow, so I don't really understand, like,
okay,
what
so you know how you
stand?
stand? Ma'am, will you stand right there for me where you were standing and face this way?
But this is a normal, that's a single line, and that's a fat line.
We're going to pretend that we have a line that goes as long as we need. It's going to be, it's only about 9 feet long, okay? We're going to stand with that line, with our left foot on that line, and our right foot directly in front of it, heel toe fashion, just like that. Could you get in that position for me? Just like that?
So we're doing this right there, but I thought something in a normal line though.
No, you can use imaginary line. When I instruct you to begin, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps along that line. Okay? You take a series of small steps around your lead foot, just like that. You take 9 heel-to-toe steps back direction you came from. Okay? Do you have any questions for me?
No. Okay. So 9 here and 9 down.
Yep. It's just how I explain it. So.
What the fuck is that?
My body-worn camera. Okay, I'm going to film it. So when you're ready, go ahead and begin.
Why do you film it?
You're being audio video recorded this whole time.
Why do you film it?
We film everything.
So 9 here, 9 back?
Yes, ma'am. Do you have any questions?
Hey, but I think we should do this on the normal line, because
I offered you an imaginary line, a yellow line over there, and a yellow line over here.
She gets twisted with cops, though. She gets twisted with, like, anything. If you step off a little tiny bit of the line, it's fucking twisted. So
It's about the width of your foot, okay? And there's a difference between stepping off and stepping a little to the side, okay? So it's about the width of your foot, all right? So when you're ready to begin, go right
so
ahead.
it's heel to toe, right?
Heel to toe,
right?
yep. Just as I demonstrated.
So this is my first one, right?
Your first
One.
step is with your left foot.
Seven, 8, 9, right? Right?
You can remember.
That was 9. So how is that wrong? That's more than 9.
You know, we've been standing
What are we doing this
with our
for?
toes. I want to make sure you're able to safely drive home
okay,
to Toxin. Okay, it's a ways down there. It's off of Sunnybrook. Okay, so feet, toes together, just like that. Okay, you make 2 pointer fingers, just like this, and bring them back down to your side. Okay, when I instruct you to, you're gonna close your eyes. I'll tilt your head back. Okay, you don't have to do it yet. I'll tell you when. Okay, so after you close your eyes and tilt your head back, I'm gonna call out a series of commands. Okay, I'm gonna say left. When I say left, you can take the left tip of your finger and touch your tip of your nose.
It's not a DUI thing.
You bring back down your
So why am I
side
doing
without being
this?
instructed.
Can I just
Okay?
know why am I doing this? It's not a DUI thing.
When I say right,
No,
you do the same thing.
can I
You take
just
the right
know?
tip of your finger,
I
touch
just
your tip of your nose,
Please,
and bring it
please.
back down your side without being
This
instructed.
isn't a DUI thing. So can I
It
just
is.
know why?
I assure you it is.
I've had a
okay?
DUI. I've never did this with my DUI though. So how is that a thing?
It is a thing. It's part of standardized field sobriety tasks. Okay, I'm asking you to participate. Okay, it's your choice. I've explained it,
I
demonstrate.
passed pretty much almost every.
Ma'am, you need to stay over there.
You want me to continue?
That's fantastic. You need to stay over there.
You want me to start over again?
You need to stay over there. If you ask another question, it's going to be obstruction.
Don't.
Okay.
Don't. No.
Would you like me to explain and demonstrate again?
No, and I've been through this before, though.
Okay. So do you want to participate, or should we move on?
We've already moved on many times.
Okay, this is the last one. This is the last one I asked you to participate. Okay?
Okay.
So again, feet together, like I have.
Do it again.
Okay? Toes and heels together. Pointer fingers.
Right, I've never done this before, though. So is this
Well,
something you're making up?
I'm explaining and demonstrating.
You making this up?
It's standardized. I'm not making anything up.
Are you sure?
Yes. Okay?
Because cops make things up, though.
Okay.
Not being me like the cops.
I'm
They fucking make shit up and put it in their fucking brain.
I'm not making anything up. So again, feet together, pointer fingers, down our side.
They are.
Do you want me to explain it? Do you want me to explain again?
Yeah, please, too.
So pointer finger down your side. When I tell you to, you're gonna close your eyes and tilt your head back. Okay? You don't have to do it yet. Just watch me. Okay? I'm gonna call out a series of commands. Okay? I'm gonna say left. When I say left, you take the left tip of your finger, touch your tip of your nose, just like that.
But
Okay?
my head's gonna be back, or
In front?
I'm gonna have my
Yes.
head fixed.
You're gonna have your head back and your eyes closed.
But your head's not back.
I'm explaining and demonstrating. Okay?
You're not demonstrating anything.
Yeah. I'm not going to tilt my head back or close my eyes in front of you. I'm not going to do that. Okay? So, again, I've said left. When I say right, take the right tip of your finger, and touch the tip of your nose, just like that. Bring it back down your side without me telling you to do so. Okay? Do you have any questions?
Here?
This thing?
But why does it have back, though? Why does it have back?
It's part of the
Break my
task.
neck? How far are you
No, about 45 degrees, just like that.
Is this something you're making up? Because when I remind you,
I
test,
assure you
is
I'm
it
not
different
making
with other cops? I'm just asking. Like,
It's
is it different with other
standardized,
cops? Is it different?
standardized field sobriety task. Okay?
But my sobriety test, it wasn't like this, though.
It's a standardized
It
field
was
sobriety
a year
task.
ago.
Okay. Standardized field sobriety tasks. Okay. So again, when you're ready, we're gonna move on. So when you're
Okay,
ready,
this is the last one?
yes,
Okay.
you close your eyes and tilt your head back. Okay. You don't have to bend over backwards. That's a little far.
Okay. How
About
far you want me to go?
about 45 degrees, just like
Okay.
that. Okay.
My finger to my nose, right?
I'm gonna tell you which finger to use. So you touch your finger to your nose. Okay.
Okay. Eyes closed, right? Or eyes open?
Eyes closed the entire time.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Left. Right. And left.
Done?
Yep, you're all done.
Despite warnings, she physically resists the arrest and yells profanities. Officers finally secure her in handcuffs and place her in the patrol car. A bystander, possibly her mother or a friend, confronts officers, accusing them of using excessive force. Officers explain the resistance and justify the arrest.
Stop it. Stop it. Put your hands together. She did. Other charge. You're getting resistance. Stay back! Stay back! I'm not pulling you either. Stay back! She's getting charged with it.
The woman continues to argue and claims she passed all the tests. She is emotional, shouting and demanding to speak to her mother. Officers firmly deny the request and check her handcuffs after suspecting she tampered with them in the car. She insists she passed the test and should not be arrested.
Stop. I got locked. Walk into the back of the car. Stop.
I did everything! I did everything! What the fuck, bro?
Sit down.
I'm on probation, Mom!
Violation too.
Go to your car. Go to your car and leave. Cooler in the back.
Who's the car registered to?
It's registered to her.
No, it's registered to her and it's not
Yes.
hers. Yeah.
She passed everything. Everything. I watched.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, me too. I watched you get heavy-handed. And I watched the whole thing. It's intercooler.
All right.
That's intercooler, guys. And I watched.
I suggest you walk away because I'll take you to jail next for obstruction.
Tensions rise as a bystander confronts the officers again, accusing them of hurting the woman. Officers defend their actions, citing her active resistance. They explain the physical struggle during the arrest and confirm she slipped out of one cuff. Officers remain calm and proceed with processing.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
You need anything from me?
No.
First, let's check her cuffs.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. I didn't get nasty. I tried to walk up nicely.
Step out.
Nice.
Why?
Because I think you undid your cuffs. Step out.
No, I didn't.
Turn that way then.
Why does it matter?
Because I'm checking her handcuffs now. Turn that way. Yeah.
No, I did. Let go of me.
I watched it.
Then let go of me.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting! I
Pulling,
did nothing!
pulling away is resisting.
Hey!
She's a gnat's ass away from going for obstruction.
Really? That's why I told you.
She takes another foot over
Why
here.
did you just hold your ride for no reason? Why did you hold your ride for no reason? Why are you on my car? Right, I passed everything. I passed everything though. So I passed though. Why? But I passed. So why can't I talk to my mama? Let me talk to her for 1 fucking second. Let me talk to her then. Let me talk to her. Shit, let me talk to her.
Have a seat.
Yo! Get out of my car, please, Mom!
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Please, Mom!
Get in the
Go
car.
in my fucking car, please!
I'll send you the tow sheet, all right? She reeks of alcohol.
Why would I go to Field Sprite?
The bystander continues arguing, claiming the woman was thrown around and treated unfairly. Officers explain she failed parts of the sobriety test, stepping off the line and missing her nose during the finger-to-nose test. Despite protests, the situation is de-escalated and the arrest stands.
Because I'm going to tell you right now she did. He's a fucking asshole that just strong-armed her, and you witnessed it all. You seen it.
Yes, because she resisted.
No, she did not resist.
right.
She just said no. And then all she
Okay,
said is let me talk about it.
resisting-
That's why he just
hold on.
checked her.
Do you wanna
cuffs
listen or do
because
you
they
wanna
were too
keep
tight.
talking?
Too tight. That's why he checked her
Resisting
cuffs.
is pulling, pushing, anything
That's an
active
extra
like
charge
that.
for you guys to get.
She had active
Now.
resistance against him.
No, he
All right?
didn't. Come on.
Yes,
He's
she
double
did.
her fucking size. He's fucking up
Okay.
500 pounds to
Okay.
90 pounds.
If I have you in handcuffs and you're pulling away,
No,
preventing
if
me
he-
from putting you in handcuffs,
You know what he's pulling away for?
What?
Because he's got him so fucking tight. That's why he just checked him again.
They weren't tight.
She said
She
they're
just
so
slipped
tight.
out of them.
Bullshit.
she slipped
Bullshit.
out of them. It's
Bullshit.
all
I
on
watched
camera.
him.
Yeah, and she
It's
wasn't
my
wearing
kid.
camera.
I watched it.
Okay.
He
We-
strong-armed
I-
the fuck out of her. He's 500 pounds to her 90 pounds. He threw her up against the back, fucking did all this shit to her. I watched it.
All right.
And you stood there and witnessed it too.
Yeah, I helped him take her
Yeah.
into custody.
Bullshit. I don't even want him driving.
Nothing that
He's probably
officer-
gonna slap the fuck out of her. He's an asshole.
Nothing that
No,
officer
I'm
did
telling you right
was
now.
a violation.
I watched her. She's standing there doing this. You guys did all kinds of tests on her.
Yeah, she
Now
once
he's pulling
when
out
she
all
did
this
the
shit out of
walk-in
the cooler
turn.
that she's not
When
even
she did the
drinking.
walk-in turn, she stepped off the line.
She has
When
shit
she
in the
did the
cooler in
finger
her
to
backseat
nose,
of
she
her
missed
car.
her
She's
nose.
pulling it all out.
She failed to
Sticking
put her
it up on the
finger.
hood.
You don't need to explain this.
I know. It's just unbelievable.
Do you have any questions?